So slowly start to come down into our Shavasana position. Think of this as like a little gift here. Becoming nice and comfortable. Tucking the tailbone under. Pushing that lower back into the mat, making contact here. Letting those ankles fall wide, releasing. And then maybe walking those shoulder blades together. Feel that opening through that chest. And then bring those hands a little way away from the body, just the palms facing upwards. Just notice here, as you take that time to settle in onto your mat. Inhale here, feel the body lifting, filling, swelling. And as you exhale, feel the ankles softening, the shins releasing, the kneecaps releasing, quads, hamstrings, hips and glutes. Lower body releasing into the mat. Inhale, feel that body lifting, chest filling, lungs filling, maybe the belly lifting. And as you exhale, feel the spine melting into the mat, the shoulder blades into the mat, the arms, the biceps, triceps heavying, elbows, forearms, wrists, palms, just releasing and becoming heavier into the mat on the exhale. Next inhalation, feel that body lift, chest, lungs, belly fill. And as you exhale, close down the eyes, feel that head softening. Feel the shoulders dropping away from the ears, maybe those hands reaching out a little bit along the mat. The shoulders dropping away from the ears and maybe the shoulder blades sliding down the back. And just take 2 natural breaths here. Don't control it. And just take time to notice the body. Hopefully here you've released into the mat, softened and let go. In our Shavasana here, our corpse pose, where we really surrender to the mat. So as we surrender to our mat in our corpse pose, maybe we'd like to surrender to our practice. And by that I mean moving with the intention, with the breath. Moving with grace. Or maybe if there's things in your mind, maybe drawing a line under the day thus far and letting that all go. Carving out this time and space just for you. To really commit to the practice of yoga, movement with your breath. As your body is being naturally breathing here, just softening and releasing. Maybe just take that time to think about what I've just said and what that means to you. Maybe that forms naturally into intention or it's a mantra. And if so, just repeat that in your mind. Inhaling this time, really feel the body lifting. Take in as much breath as you can. Really feel lifting through the whole body, feeling that body hovering off the mat. And as you exhale, putting it into the heart center and resetting that intention. Really cementing it here. It is as so. Start to move some gentle movement, wiggle fingers and toes. Twist off wrists and ankles. Maybe rock the head from side to side, massaging at the back of the head. And then take a full body stretch, reaching those arms up overhead, pointing through with the fingers and the toes. Take a big inhale here. As you exhale, bring the knees into the chest, give yourself a hug. Rock side to side, massage out through the lower back. Bringing the knees in towards the chest, into the armpits. Pushing that lower back into the mat here. Noticing how that feels. Swaying side to side. And then pause with your swaying. Take the hands to your shins or the backs of your hamstrings and start gently rocking forward and back. Little rock and roll here. Rolling through the spine, massaging through the spine, up to the shoulders. Just take a rock and roll. Maybe tuck the chin into the chest slightly. And use that breath here as you exhale. Really emptying out. Feel that massage here through the lower back. Take 2 more rocks and rolls here. And then when you finish, come to seated, cross-legged on the mat. When you're here, settle in. Take the hands to the kneecaps. Inhale, lift the shoulders up towards the ears. And as you exhale, roll them back down the back. Inhale, lift the shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, drop and roll. 2 more. Inhale, lift the shoulders up towards the ear. Exhale, drop and roll. Last time. Inhale, lift the shoulders to the ears. Exhale, drop and roll. Pause here, take a big inhale and reverse it while I get the toy to stop inviting me. Inhale, roll the shoulders to the back of the room. Exhale, bring them through to the front. 3 more. Inhale, roll the shoulders, really lift them up through. Exhale, back. 2 more. Roll the shoulders, feel that opening through the chest, through the back body. Exhale, rolling them back down. Last time. Inhale, rolling backwards to the front. Exhale, releasing. Inhale, lift the shoulders all the way up to the ears. Really squeeze them here, really lift. And as you exhale, roll the shoulders down. Drop them towards the earth. Feel those elbows pulling down to the earth. Tuck the tailbone under, belly button to spine. Nice and strong, lifting up through the front body. Inhale, lift the palms to the sky. Interlace the fingers. Turn the palms up towards the sky, really reaching high. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Tuck the tailbone under. Go away. Inhale, lifting up here. As you exhale, bend to the right. Seat the left seat bone into the mat here. Inhale, pulling up through center, lengthening high. Exhale, bend to the left. Inhale, lifting up through center. Exhale, release the hands towards the knees and bring the chin to the chest. Inhale, send the nose up to the right corner of the room. Lifting up, drawing a circle. Exhale, rolling through. Out. Inhale, lifting up to the right, over to the left. Exhaling down. Reverse the circles. Inhale, bring the nose up to the left corner of the room. Rolling through and round. 1 more. Inhaling, nose up to the left corner and to the right, and exhaling round. Last time. Reset, lift the shoulders. Inhale, sweep the hands to the sky. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale through center. Exhale, bow and fold to the earth. Just pausing here. Sink those hip bones down. Take a sway if that's good for you, lengthening through the back. Maybe walking those hands out. Just gently feel those hips softening in the mat, seat bones pushing back down. Inhale here as you exhale, rolling through the knees and coming through to your all fours. So in your all fours position here, press up and out of the foundations, really strong. Feel like you're pushing your heart space up into your back, so nice dome through here. Knees under hips, toes untucked. Inhale here, as you exhale, pushing the tops of the feet, lift the knees off the mat and hover. Pulling that belly button to spine, long line from the crown to the tail. Tuck the tailbone under, lift the belly high. Inhale here. As you exhale, drop the knees as wide as the mat. Bring the toes to touch and sit back down, wide leg child's pose. Inhale here and exhale. Inhale here. As you exhale, coming up all fours, reset your 4-point kneeling again. And then push through the tops of the feet again. Inhale here. As you exhale, lift the knees, hover. Breathing, starting to welcome a little bit of fire into your belly. Long line, crown to tail, pushing strongly the tops of the feet. Inhale here, and exhale, drop the knees. Notice where those hands are on the mat and replace that space with the elbows. So coming into puppy pose, quite apt right now. Maybe walk the knees back a hair if that's good for you, and then sink the chest towards the mat. Make sure that the knees are still underneath the hips, looking forward, chin on the mat, forehead on the mat, whatever is good for you. Take a moment here, feel that stretch through the upper back. Lift the tailbone high to the sky. Breathing here, inhaling and exhaling. Inhale here. As you exhale, tuck the toes under, keep the hands where they are, and lift the knees, low plank. Inhaling and exhaling. Tuck the tailbone under, long line from the ground to the tail. Inhaling and exhaling. Walk the hands up under the shoulders, come to high plank. Inhaling and exhaling. Nice and strong, pushing up through the shoulders. Inhaling and exhaling. Drop the knees again to the mat, untuck the toes. Reset your all fours. Inhale here, exhale, last time, pushing through the tops of the feet. Lift the knees, hover. Pull that belly as high as you can to the spine, doming through the upper body, through the upper back. Tailbone tucked under. And breathing. Spread those hands wide, really pressing through all points in the hand. Inhale here. As you exhale, drop the knees, tuck the toes, and then lift the knees and pull yourself all the way up to downward facing dog. A little sway, a little pedal. Take that moment here just to come to your lovely down dog. Beautiful. Soften the shoulders away from the ears. Lift the seat bone high to the sky. Inhale here, exhale, drop to the knees. Untuck the toes. Pull the hands all the way up towards the knees. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, hands to heart center. So, nice and strong here. Tuck the tailbone under. Check that the hip creases or the hip bones are directly on top of the knees, pushing through, everything tucked under, long line, crown. So head, heart over pelvis. Inhale here and exhale. We're going to inhale, we're going to sweep forward along the mat, lifting up like we're pulling up water. And as you exhale, surround yourself, pushing the hips forward, tuck the tailbone, a little slight back bend. 2 more. Inhale, sweep, lifting. Chest high, chin high. Exhale, surround. Last time, inhale, sweep. Exhale, surround. Hands to the mat, slide the hands all the way along to the mat, child's pose. Sink the hips. Feel that the tummy soften, the chest soften, the shoulders soften. Inhale here, exhale, tuck toes, lift knees, down dog. Inhaling and exhaling. Once more, inhaling and exhaling. Good boy. Inhale here, as you exhale, walk the feet to the face, come to the front of the mat, forward fold. Take a bend in the knees. Maybe those feet a little bit hip width today, whatever's good for you. Let the tummy soften to the tops of the thighs, either hands to the mat or hands to elbows, have a little play. Lift the seat bones high to the sky. Feel that lengthening through those hamstrings. They may feel quite tight today. Inhale here. As you exhale, come to halfway lift. Hands to shins or tops of thighs, or hover, whatever's good for you. Belly to spine, long line, crown to the tail. Exhale, bend knees, forward fold. Once more, inhale here, exhale, rolling up halfway lift. Inhale here, exhale, forward fold. Inhale here, exhale, take a slow roll all the way up through the spine. Really notice each vertebrae, really stacking head and shoulders last. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, hands to heart center. Now bring those toes together, if they weren't already together. Really notice here, Samasthiti, 4-point standing now. Hands to heart center, roll the shoulders back and down. And again, let's bring our little ritual of coming to our Tadasana that we have here. Bring the toes up towards the face. Really push through those four corners. Maybe close those eyes down so you can really notice it, not through sight, but through feeling, through touch. Notice those 4 points touching on the feet. And then slowly just replace little toes. Just slowly, just the little toes. Then the fourth toe. Then the third. Then the second. Then the big toe, clawing it in. Did you notice each one going down individually, or do you have to see them to notice it? Just a thought. Lifting up through the arches, up through the shins, up through the kneecaps, quads. Tuck the tailbone under, nice and strong. Blink of those eyes open. Inhale, sweep to the sky. Lifting high here. Exhale, swan dive. Really send that chin and the chest forward. Lift the tail high. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to do that twice more. Inhale, slowly rolling all the way up through the spine. Lifting high. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale through center. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift, long flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Last time, slowly rolling all the way up through the spine. Really articulate the spine, each vertebrae one by one. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale through center, straight through. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold, hands to mat. Step back with the right leg. Beautiful. Pushing the hips forward, sinking down. Keeping that knee lifted. If you need to drop it, but if not, lift it. And then push the hips in towards the mat, and then pull the chin and the chest and the heart forward. So you're like you're a runner about to, sprint off from the block. Lifting through here. Lift the right kneecap, push the right heel back. Nice and strong. Inhale here and exhale. Inhale here, exhale. Step back with the left leg to plank. Inhale here and exhale. Inhale here, exhale, push back, down dog. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale here, exhale, drop to the knees, all fours. Untuck the toes, reset the hands, nice and strong, stacked here. Belly button to spine. Inhale here, exhale, send that right leg out behind. Long line, pushing up. Don't let that right hip drop. You know the score, go through the chest. Inhale, pointing that toe far as you can. Exhale, bring the knee to the nose. Knee to nose and bring that foot as high as you can to the glute. Exhale, lengthening out behind. 2 more. Inhale here, exhale, knee to nose. Squeeze it. Inhale here, exhale, pointing behind. Last time, knee to nose, squeeze it, lift it. And exhale, releasing. Reset, right knee, twist off right wrist if you need. Have a little sway. And we're coming straight into the other side. Inhale here, exhale. Take that left foot all the way through between the hands. Lift and tuck the back toes, lift the right knee, And then stepping in, forward fold. Have a little sway, bend the knees if that's good for you. Have a pedal, little play. And then slowly rolling all the way up through the spine. Just once. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale through center. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Step back with the left leg this time. So again, drop to the knee if you need to. If not, keep it lifted. Check right knees over right ankle. Push that left heel back. Lift that left knee. And then push the hips into the mat. Lift the chest, heart, chin forward. Feel that lovely lengthen through the top of that left hip flexor. Nice and strong. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale here, exhale, step back with the right leg, plank. Inhale and exhale. If you want to soar back and forward on those toes, just a great, bring a little bit more fire, please do. But strong foundation. Do not let that body drop. Inhale here, as you exhale, drop the knees to the mat, untuck the toes, reset all fours. If you need to twist the wrists at any point, please do. Again, try and switch into that body, notice your body. And then slowly pull the belly button to the spine. Inhale here, as you exhale, lengthen the left leg out behind. Taking that moment to square off the hips, equal weight through both hands. Inhale, point that toe further away. Exhale, bring the knee to the nose and the foot to the glute. Really lifting up. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, knee to nose. Last time, inhale, lengthening. Exhale, knee to nose. Replace knee. Have a little sway. Twist off wrists. Twist off hands. You choose. We're going to bring a little fire before we move on. So inhale here, exhale, extend the right leg. Nice and long. Weighting to the right hand, inhale here, exhale, reach forward with the left hand. So don't collapse, just hold it. Sometimes not moving and no movement, no momentum is harder than just staying still. So, or the reverse I should say. Feel those shoulders dropping away from the ears. Thumb to the sky, little pinky to the floor on the left hand. Lift that right hip, don't let it drop. So not moving, pushing up and out of the foundation with the right hand, belly to spine, tailbone tucking under, nice and strong. Embrace the wobble, embrace the shake, embrace the heat. Inhale, pointing and lifting and stretching as much as you can. And now as you exhale, bring the knee to elbow, scrunching up, lifting the knee to the navel. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, crunching. Last time, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Hold it up, pull it higher, lift it higher, squeeze it higher, and replace knee, replace hand. And now you'll need to twist off that right wrist. Sway the hips if that's good for you. So sometimes just holding a position, as we know when we're in Warrior 2 or something like that, holding it is so much harder than like moving from one to the next to the next. So same with this, but it's all about the foundation. So push up and out the foundation, reset that all fours, that 4-point kneeling. Belly button to the spine, pushing up through the shoulders. Check the arms are all stacked here. Inhale here, exhale, extend the left leg out behind. Nice and strong, push up and away, weight into the left hand. Inhale here, exhale, reach forward with the right hand. Thumb to the sky, little finger to the floor. And then reach and lift. Pointing like you're trying to touch your toe to the back wall, fingers to the front. Don't collapse through the lower back. Tuck the tailbone under, belly to spine. Pushing up with that left hand, really reach and lengthen. Embrace the shake, embrace the wobble, and breathe. Inhaling and exhaling. One more breath. Inhaling. As you exhale, bring the knee to elbow, crunching up, lifting that knee high. Oh, feels like a release now. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, knee to elbow. Once more, inhale, lengthening. Exhale, kneel to elbow and pause. Lift that knee as high to your can, to your navel. Lift the foot to the glute, nice and strong. Hold it for 3, for 2, for 1. Repeat knee, replace hand. Twist off left wrist. Woo. Sway through the hips. Take those hands a little bit wider, maybe on the mat. Really palm them down so you're ready to pull yourself up to downward dog. So tuck the toes under. Lift knees, pushing up high. Downward dog. Take a pedal here. Sway through the hips. Reset the breath. Move with the breath. Notice how that feels. Maybe the breath is lifted. Maybe the body's feeling warmer. And we're going to move on. So when you're ready, pause in your downward dog. Maybe bring the toes up to the face, dropping the heels to the mat. Softening the shoulders away from the ears, lifting the seat bone high to the sky. Breathing, inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, drop the left heel towards the mat. As you inhale, right leg to sky, 3-legged dog. Roll that hip down nice and strong. Inhale here, exhale, tiger's tail. Open up that hip to the sky, looking under that right armpit. Sending the right foot to the left glute, knee to the sky. Inhale here, exhale, knee to nose. Squeezing up here, and as you exhale, step through between the hands. Drop the left knee, untuck the toes. Inhale, sweep forward. Exhale, hands to heart, sink in the hips. So take a moment to check on your setup here. You can have the back toes tucked under or untucked. Neither is wrong. I like it untucked because it makes me feel like I've got a little bit more balance, but some people like it tucked. So just try it, see what feels good for you. And then if you're dropped into the hips here, lift up slightly. And then check that that knee is directly over the ankle. So you're tucking your tailbone under, nice and strong. Roll the shoulders back and down. Inhale, sweep forward. And when I mean forward, I want you to reach as far as you can. Take yourself off center. And as you exhale, lift up and back. Open up through the chest. Tuck the tailbone under, slight back bend. Twice more. Inhale, sweep. Really reach, pushing yourself as far as you can. Exhale, lift, maybe straightening that front leg if you're going that far back. Last time, inhale, sweep. Exhale, behind. Take the hands to the mat. Tuck the left toes, lift the left knee, lifting up, high lunge. Low lunge rather. Inhale here, exhale, step back, down dog. Pedal sway, whatever's good for you. We're coming onto the other side. Opening up through the hips. Inhaling and exhaling. Dropping the heels towards the mat. Drop the right heel even more. Inhale, left leg to sky, 3-legged dog. Roll that left hip into the mat. Lifting high, pointing the toes to the sky. Inhale here, exhale, tiger's tail. Roll that hip, looking under the left armpit. Breathe here. Can you lift that left knee higher to the sky? Inhale here, exhale, roll through the hips, bringing the knee to the nose. And then step through between the hands. Drop the back knee, untuck the toes. Sweep forward, inhale, lifting. Exhale, hands to heart center, drop to the hips. Again, check your setup. Do you need to move the knees a little bit wider? With the feet a little bit wider. And then inhale here, exhale, coming up. Tuck the tailbone under. And then reset that foot so that the knee is under the knee. So check the hips as well. Have you scissored them? So if not, check that those hip bones are facing the front. Hands into heart center. And really tuck the tailbone under so you can feel that nice stretch in the top of the right hip crease as well. Hip flexor. So we're going to do our 3 sweeps forward, back, through crescent lunge. Inhale, sweep, lifting, pushing, reaching. Don't rush it. Exhale, lifting chest and chin, surround yourself. 2 more, inhale, lift. Forward, exhale, back. Last time, inhale, sweep. Exhale, surround. Hands to mat. Tuck the back toe, lift the back knee, looking forward. Nice, pushing through that low lunge here. Dropping the hips. Step back, down dog. Sway, pedal, stillness, whatever's good for you. Lift those seat bones to the sky. Lengthen a little bit more through those hamstrings. And then bend the knees, bring the tummy to the tops of the thighs. Looking to the front. We're coming to the front of the mat. We either can walk, hop, jump, crawl, slide, whatever. Take a little gentle hop, maybe. Forward fold. Bend the knees if that's good for you, or maybe take them a little bit straighter. Have a little play. Have a little sway. Oh, that rhymes. And then slowly. Inhale here. As you exhale, come to halfway lift. Whatever's good for you. Rolling those shoulder blades down. Tucking the tailbone. Pushing those seat bones out behind you. Inhale here, exhale, take a forward fold. Inhale here, exhale, slowly rolling all the way up. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, hands to heart center. Tadasana. Go through your checks, 2 breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. Remember, upward current of energy. Inhaling, exhaling, down backward. And we're moving. Inhale, sweep to the sky. Exhale, swan dive. Nice and slow. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Pause here. Really lift those seat bones high to the sky. Soften the chest, soften the chin. Pause here. Inverted position. And slowly rolling all the way up through the spine. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hands to heart center. 1 slow breath. Maybe you're feeling a little dizzy. Just reset with a breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale here as you exhale. Tip forward. Slide that right leg back far as you can get it. We're not going to warrior 3. We're going to our high lunge, but stepping back into it. Inhale, lifting up. Hands to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. So as we did before, but then the back knee is lifted. So take a moment to set up. Again, the hips, tuck the tailbone if you can, lifting that, pushing that heel back, nice and strong. We're going to do those 3 sweeps forward, but really you've got to use that core to make sure the balance. And I want you to really try and push yourself far forward and as far back to really challenge your balance. Remember, that's where change happens. So when we're ready, inhale, sweep forward, lifting up. Exhale, surround. Maybe sink into the hips. Inhale, sweep, pushing forward. You'll feel it in that left glute there. Exhale, surround and sweep. Last time, inhale, sweeping. Exhale, surround. Hands to the mat. Lift forward, chest lifted. Step back to plank. Nice and strong in your plank here. Inhaling and exhaling. We're coming from our plank to our down dog 3 times as we do, but we're going to lift up strongly like we're lifting over that hurdle. So inhale here as you exhale, lift the hips up and over, back to down dog. Inhale here and exhale. We're coming through to plank, but lift high on those toes. Belly up and over, rolling through to plank. Inhale here and exhale. Inhale here, exhale, up and over, rolling through to down dog. Last time, inhale here and exhale. Inhale, up and over, rolling all the way through to plank. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale here, exhale, push back down dog. Inhale here, exhale, step through with the right foot between the hands. Chin and chest forward. Inhale here, exhale, sweeping up, back. Exhale, hands to heart center. So we should be on the other side. If we're not, quick switch. And then take a moment to set up. Really set up. So if you're on a bit of a tightrope, this is going to be really, really difficult. So check nice train tracks here. Tuck the tailbone, belly to spine, shoulders back and down. So 3 sweeps. We can do it. Challenge that balance. Inhale, sweep forward like you're trying to reach something far away. Lifting high, chest high, chin high, eyes high. Exhale, surround. 2 more, inhale, sweep. Exhale, surround, slowly, little back bend here. Last time, inhale, sweeping. Exhale, surround. Hands to the mat. Step back to plank. Inhaling and exhaling. So you're on either knees or toes. If you're on your toes, lift the knees. Tuck the tailbone, pushing high through the shoulders. 2 more breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. 1 more. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale here, exhale, drop the knees, untuck the toes. Roll those elbows round, so you're sending those elbow creases to the front of the mat. We're going to take 3 press-ups here on the knees. Inhale to prepare, exhale, lower, but not all the way. And exhale, pushing up. Inhale here, exhale, lower. Inhale here, exhale, up. Last time, inhale here, exhale, lower. Elbows brushing ribs, inhale here, exhale, up. This time, inhale here, elbows in, slowly lower all the way to the mat. Control. Slide those hands front a little bit, coming to Sphinx. So elbows underneath those shoulders. Check that those hands are nice and parallel on the mat here. Spread those hands wide. And then push the hips into the mat. So you're lifting the chest, the heart, the chin up and forward, looking forward. Rolling those shoulder blades down. Visualize those sphinxes that you see standing guard outside the pyramids. Lifting high and proud. They're not all crunched up like this down here. They're lifting, pushing through, lifting up. Dropping the shoulders away from the ears, trying to drop those elbows a bit further in the mat, really pushing through the whole forearm. Inhale here as you exhale, looking over the left shoulder. Like you're gazing past that nose, nice and proud. Inhale here, exhale, coming through center. Inhale here, exhale, looking over the right shoulder. Inhale here and exhale, coming through center. Inhale here, exhale, tucking those toes, lifting the knees, low plank again. Long line from the crown to the tail, lift the kneecaps, pushing the heels back. Tummy lifted, nice and strong, pushing all the way through the forearms. Inhale here, as you exhale, maybe walk the hands up to high plank. If not, drop those. And then sit back, inhale here, exhale, down dog. Seat bones high to the sky. Inhaling and exhaling. Lift high onto the tips of those toes, bend the knees, tummy to the tops of the thighs. Take the nose all the way through to the front of the mat. Inhale here, exhale, hop, jump, step, walk to the front, forward fold. This time bring those toes to touch, zip them all up. And then grab hold of those elbows, have a little sway. If you need that a bend in the knee, take that knee, bend in the knee. Release through the head, knock head, yes, no. And notice how different it feels with those feet zipped together. Just use that belly, that control here. Nice and soft. And then slowly release the hands to the mat. Inhale here, as you exhale, coming to halfway lift. Long flat back, pause here. Inhale here, exhale, forward fold. Maybe bend the knees, really Soften to the floor. Inhale here, exhale, slowly rolling all the way up through the spine. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, hands to heart center. Close down those eyes, 2 breaths. Reset. Take a moment to notice the body, the breath, the heat in the body. One more full breath. Inhale up through the front body. Exhale down the back, softening here. Inhale, sweep to the sky, blink those eyes open. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, hands to the mat. Hop or step back to plank. A little bit more fire. You can either drop to the knees or stay on those toes, you choose. Inhale here, as you exhale, lift the right toes off the mat and don't let that hip drop, so keep it level. Keep that foot flexed, lifting high, and we're going to pulse for 5, squeeze the right glute, for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1, foot to floor, knees to the mat, untuck the toes, slide up, tuck the tailbone, hands to heart center, lift, push those hips forward, squeeze through, reset, squeeze the glutes, so nice and strong, releasing here. Inhale here, exhale, hands to the mat, tuck the toes, down, plank, sorry. I wonder what that noise was. And plane. So we're coming straight through to do the other side. So make sure your foundation is nice and strong here. Tuck tailbone under, belly to spine, pushing up through those shoulders. And then hover those left toes off the floor. Don't let those hips drop. And then we're going to pulse for 5, squeeze the glute. For 4, for 3, for 2, for 1, drop the toes. Inhale here, exhale, drop the knees as wide as the mat, toes to touch. Sink back, child's pose. Oh, that's nice. Soften here, reach those hands long out along the mat and bring those hands to prayer position. Inhale here, as you exhale, bend the elbows and bring the hands behind the neck, shark fin. Walk those elbows a little bit wider and really soften here on the mat, maybe forehead to the mat. Maybe the nose is on the mat as well. Chest on the mat, belly coming towards the mat. Sinking those hip bones down towards those heels, those seat bones. Feel the stretch of the skin across the back, opening up. Maybe walking those elbows wider if you feel a bit of a better stretch here. And just take a few breaths here in your shark fin, child's pose. Maybe noticing your breath, maybe employing a little bit of ujjayi breath, that audible breath. And really feel those hips dropping. Trying to take those seat bones to kiss the heels, really dropping them down to the mat. Feel that lengthening here. One more full breath here. Inhaling, dropping the hands to the mat. And as you exhale, coming all the way back up, reset all fours. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. A little bit more here. Inhale here, pushing through the tops of the feet, hover the knees, belly to spine, nice and strong, pulling up high, pulling everything through. Inhale here, exhale, drop the knees, tuck the toes, down dog. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, right leg to sky, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, squeezing through. 3-legged dog. Tap left elbow, pendulum series. 3-legged dog. Tap right elbow. 3-legged dog. Foot to floor, down dog. Inhale here, exhale, roll through to plank. Elbows in, either drop the knees or chaturanga. Upward facing dog or cobra. Tuck toes down, dog. Inhaling and exhaling. Straight to the other side, drop the right heel towards the mat. Inhale, left to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Three-legged dog. Tap right elbow. Three-legged dog. Tap left elbow. Three-legged dog. Foot to floor, down. Inhale here, exhale, roll through to plank. Inhale here, exhale, take a chaturanga, slow, lower. Upward facing dog or cobra. Tuck toes down, dog. Inhaling and exhaling. Coming higher into the toes, bend the knees, look forward, hop, step, jump to the front of the mat. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Slowly rolling all the way up through the spine. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, hands to heart center. Ooh, reset the breath. Go through your chest. One more breath. Inhaling and exhaling. So, take the feet as wide as the mat. Let the toes hang off. I'm going to turn around so you can see. So wherever you are, check that those feet are just hanging off. Toes time out. Hands to heart center. Tailbone tucked under. Everything switched in. Tuck. We're going to slide all the way down into our yogi squat. Knees will be tracking to those toes. Everything switched on. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, slide. Point those knees. Long flat back. And slowly come down. Engaging core, engaging pelvic floor. Don't tip the back. Rolling all the way down. And then when you're here, settle in to the yogi squat. Pushing those elbows in towards those inner thighs. Tuck the tailbone under. Try and lengthen up through the back. And then with those hands, pushing them strongly in together, try and bring those thumbs from the sternum down towards the navel. So you're lifting up through the chest. And use your breath as we do to soften into the hips, to push those knees back a little bit more, maybe to lengthen through with the spine. Taking a little moment here to soften and to sink. Again, holding a position, Vinyasa. It's sometimes a little harder than moving through it. So sometimes we sweep in this position, but I just want us to hold it, trying to deepen it, to be at one with that position. Feel that tailbone tucking under, lengthening up through the spine. Notice the changes in the body. Notice where you feel it, and where you feel it, send the breath to those areas. For some reason this morning I feel it in my shins, which is strange. So just notice. Take a moment. This is such a good hip opening posture, but also is really good for our digestion, our heart rhythms, everything. One more full breath here. Try and be at peace in this position. And then slowly release the hands, take them behind you and seat yourself down. Take those knees onto the mat, so nice and strong here. And we're going to finish the way we started. So hands to shins or backs of the quads. No, hamstrings. So whatever's good for you. We're going to do our rock and roll. So rock and roll. And this time maybe you feel a little bit more movement. Keep that chin just nice towards the chest. Don't tuck it in, but just keep it steady. And take a little roll. Maybe you get really into the glutes. Maybe you're really high into the shoulders and the shoulder blades. Have a little play. my free massage to you. Or feel any crunches, any clicks as those bones all kind of get restacked. In a nice way, of course. Any of those knots in there, massage them out. A little play here. And then one more. And stay on your back. Keep those knees into the chest. Give them a big hug. Rock side to side. And then inhale here, grab hold of the right knee, lengthen the left leg out along the mat. Hug that knee into the chest. Really lengthen that left leg. Feel that opening, that stretch into that left top of that hip flexor. And take the left hand to the top of the right knee. Open the right arm along the mat. Inhale here as you exhale. Pull that right knee across the body. Supine twist. Take the gaze to the right hand, the right ear to the right of the mat, the right shoulder to the right mat, side of the mat. All that there. And just notice that back. Use that breath. Maybe use the left hand to anchor that knee towards the mat a little bit more, the floor. But use your body. Notice your body. Listen to your body. What feels good for your body. Soften and release. And let go. Inhale here as you exhale, roll back onto your back, bringing that right knee into your chest. Give it a big hug here. Inhale here, and as you exhale, switch the knees, bring the left knee into the chest and extend the right leg out along the mat. Really point it, extend it, feel that nice opening through the top of the right hip flexor. Hug the left knee in, and then take the right hand to the top of the left knee, open up left arm along the mat. Inhale here as you exhale, pull that knee across to the right hand side. Switch the gaze to the left, all reversing. Feel the clicks, the pops maybe, and use your breath. Try and drop that left shoulder to the mat a little bit more. Maybe feel that little twist in the lower back. Maybe one side feels looser than the other. Inhale here as you exhale, roll back onto your back. Bring that left knee into the chest, give it one last hug. Inhale here as you exhale, extend it out along the mat. Release the arms to the sides, coming back to our Shavasana. Take that moment to set yourself up in Shavasana. Maybe you need to push the lower back into the mat. Maybe take a few tenses with the glutes just to release here. Let the ankles fall to the sides, walk the shoulder blades under, all those little things that we do to come to our most comfortable position. Take a lovely big inhale here, feel the body, feel it swell. And as you exhale, close down the eyes and just surrender once more to your mat. Releasing any tension, any tightness. Feel your body melting into the mat. Just release and let go, both physically and mentally. Notice the body. Notice how you feel now as you felt an hour ago in this position. You've been stretched. You've been worked. Your core, your quads, your glutes have all switched on. Your shoulders, every part of your body. Your breath and your mind. Vinyasa, all the goodness happens. All of that, what we've created, has time to absorb and to reset. Maybe if you set an intention or a mantra that you said at the beginning, maybe repeat that to yourself now. Or maybe you'd like to set an intention now for the rest of the day. Maybe there's something that's been bothering you or you've been putting off doing. Maybe use the strength from your practice today to accomplish that. As you inhale, sweep those palms all the way up to the sky. Lift them, point them, take a full body stretch here. And as you exhale, bring your hands into your heart. So if you did set something, seal it in here, seal it here now, as it is already so. Inhale here, as you exhale, slowly just roll to your right hand side and pause here. Take a moment to all that lovely, fresh, oxygenated blood to run freely to your heart. And slowly, keeping your eyes closed, push yourself up to seated with the palms open to receive. You said there was no beauty within you. You were a candle devoid of a spark. So you set all your feelings on fire in the hopes it would light up your dark. You said there was no beauty within you. You were an ocean whose depths had run dry. So you filled all the cracks in your laughter with a flood of the tears you would cry. And I wish that beauty within you hadn't caused you to view life with doubt, because you said there was no beauty within you, but there sure is no beauty without. Take 3 breaths together here. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Once more, inhaling and exhaling. Inhale the palms to the heavens. Join in prayer. And as you exhale, bring your palms to your third eye for clear vision, to your mouth for the truth, and to your heart center for love and for life.